Welcome to episode 291, hole in one of the Dumb Marks podcast. We are the best wrestling podcast in all the land. Three-man booth, like always. Gentlemen, how's it going?
Living a dream, living a dream, living a dream. I feel like these next couple of days will actually feel like spring here in the Berg weather-wise. It's been cold and chilly and everything else. I'm hoping I can officially put the hoodies and the sweatpants away. But yeah, we'll see. I will say had a little throwback moment this week. Um, so those of you that are old enough to remember Champ Sports, which is still around, still in your local malls occasionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dependent. But they used to have the 5 for 20 on the tees. It was the greatest deal ever. 5 plain tees for $20. Those of you in the late 90s, early 2000s, you knew that's exactly what people were rocking. So I was out the mall this week, walked into Champs. Lo and behold, they got 4 for 25. So it's just nice to know 20 plus years later, with inflation and everything else, they took one away and added $5 to the total, but still got 4 for 25. So got a nice crispy gray tee on because your boy losing so much weight. I gotta replenish these clothes, and all my tees now look like I'm swimming. So
Old Missy
I'll
Elliott
gladly
video.
I'll gladly cop the 4 for 25 any day of the week, and I'll probably make a venture back out there to grab another set as well. But they had the deal. They had the deal on shorts. They had the deal on pants.
Shorts.
Bro, I rely on Champs, and now the tag says CSG Champs Sporting Goods.
What's crazy is that might be cheaper than buying a pack of Hanes undershirts.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's ridiculous.
That might be my move.
On the real, bro. Like, yeah, 4 for 25. And it's nice, crispy, fits good, clean. So yeah, we'll see after I wash it if it shrinks or not. But I was for a moment felt like the world was back to where it should have been.
Come on,
Taquan, SMD. Taquan, SMD. Capitalized. Okay, SMD. Figure it out. Right? Coming in hot already.
Yeah, it's already hot.
Days for no reason. Hey, good morning, Taquan. How are you? Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you following along with the show.
Man, yeah. Like,
Jag off.
yeah, like not this show, but my next show, I want to try something new with Taquan, man. You killing it for me, man. I can't do it.
This dude's he's coming at me worse than the AEW sickos in the mentions this week.
Yeah, so there you go. So let's get started with the week. We have our intro topic today, Mount Rushmores and Mushes, and we a little game, debate this, the list that came out a couple weeks ago, and we're going to talk about that. The 20 all-time greatest superstars in WWE. So give you a little tease on that.
And just FYI, you thought the roast to Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart was like, I'm coming for everybody and I'm shooting for everybody. My mush this week, I am shooting at everybody. Okay, ISO Joe, because I am going on everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right, so on a quick side note with the show-wise, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties putting our content out. I'm in the process of learning all this stuff since our technical man left. So Spotify users, Facebook content, YouTube content, please stay with us. It's taking some time for your boy to learn some tech stuff because I only know number munchers, Apple II computer stuff.
Oregon Trail,
Oregon Trail, the floppy disk, like that's it. So yeah, so
Chris leaving us in the trenches, taking grenades. Chris, still alive, Step Brothers.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have a seminar with him, basically. All of us gonna have to go over one day and learn this stuff. But trust me, it will get up. Stay with us.
Pause.
It's a yeah, it's a process. Okay. All right. Intro topic. So Oscar's done with WWE. So,
Apparently, allegedly.
yeah, apparently, allegedly. So we'll stick with the kayfabe storyline. The Empress of Tomorrow. What was her legacy in WWE?
Oh, you're throwing this out here? Like I wasn't expecting to have a career review of Asuka. I look, I don't
Squeeze.
Squeeze is an open invitation for that fourth spot. It's an open invitational. Everybody else in the pro wrestling business is running open challenges. We're gonna have open auditions live on air for the Dumboss podcast. So if you think you can fill the fourth seat and get up on the show, by all means, let us know. We'll send you the link to log in and come on. Look, do I think Asuka has wrestled her last match? No, I don't. Do I think Asuka will be gone for a while? Yes, I do. Allegedly, it's due to some personal reasons. Those personal reasons have not been elaborated on, and Asuka said she will not elaborate on those. But for all intents and purposes, she has said goodbye. So, yeah.
They tack on that is funny.
Like Hov, one take. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Got the gift of gab for sure. And you'll fit right in with making fun of each other. So by all means, come on. We can turn this into the roast of Dumbucks. But for me, Asuka, was I super familiar with Asuka before joining WWE? No. Once she came into NXT, obviously the presentation, you know, the aura before aura farming became a thing. Asuka was it, right? The undefeated streak, everything about her was, this is one of one. Mm-hmm. Then she went to the main roster and it was, oh, this is Vince booking. And it yes. had its ups and downs. Do I ever think she really had the main roster run that she should have had? No. Mm-hmm. Do I put Asuka in the top 4, top 5, top 6 of women's professional wrestlers over the last 10, 15 years? Yeah, I'd be hard pressed to get her off of that list, given everything she's done in Japan as well as in WWE. I don't think, very hard pressed to name 4 or 5 women that are absolutely better than her across the board. And I will say this, even though she never really truly dove into the, I got to learn English and I have to be an English speaking wrestler, her character development over the years has been a constant revolution of the same individual, which is what pro wrestlers are supposed to do. So you can pinpoint different periods in time for Asuka, and the character is different. Mm-hmm. It's not the same as it was when she came in the door day one. And that keeps a connection with the fans because you're constantly reinventing yourself, but it also allows you to go back to those different versions throughout time. Mm-hmm. And that's what some of the best ones do, right? There may be 2 or 3 that you can think of that have never changed once they were what they were and they remain top. But the ones that truly have longevity in this business tend to have a reinvention of themselves along the way in different versions of that original character. So for me, she's top 5, top 6. And I don't even think it's an argument to say that she's not, in my opinion.
For me, legend, Hall of Famer, first ballot. Just a person filled with a lot of what ifs because of her booking. But in ring, I think other than her and EO are 1 and 2 for me in ring. She's never had a bad match to me, and she's never lost a step. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless she was injured, yeah. Asuka definitely 1 and 2, like you said, Jason. I think EO had her run, basically. So Oscar's run should have been what EO's is like right now. You know, the
Mhm.
last couple years.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing that was missing because of, like you said, Jason, booking issues when she first came up on the main roster. Like
But I
that.
mean, that's not to say that she didn't have success because
Oh,
she's
she did.
a multi-time women's champion, tag team women's champion. Like she's had the accolades to go with the career as far as titles go. It's just the booking surrounding those runs was very lackluster and did not deliver for what she could have put out and what she was capable of doing. They
Mhm.
never really they never really did anything to highlight her in that sense during those runs. Um, Obviously, the last couple of years with her, Kyrie, and Io has been some of the most entertaining content on the programming, match wise. But I will say this: like when you look back and you think of some of like the feuds, you know, obviously feuds and rivalries, and you can pinpoint to certain characters together. You know, Cena, Edge, Rock, Austin, right? You have all these different Sasha Bailey. You have all these different feuds. Like there's not that true rival that
Mhm.
Asuka had that I think is what was missing and also speaks to the booking of how could you not develop with all the other women that are on the roster, how could
Mhm.
you not develop that stand across feud where it's like, okay, every time we get these two, we know it's going
Yes.
to be something, right?
Mhm.
And you know, she's older, she's winding down, she has other interests. Like, hopefully, the personal issues is not something too serious. I did see that she's supposed to be going to Japan, going back to Japan in that ground. But yeah, her and Charlotte had some battles, but again, like when you see her and Charlotte, it's not like I don't immediately think of Oscar Charlotte.
You
Yeah.
think that first loss?
Yeah, I think of that first
Mhm.
loss, which like revisionist history looking back at it, like that wasn't needed either.
No. Mhm. Yeah. When I first hear Charlotte, I think Becky.
Taekwon, SMD again, SMD.
All
He's
right.
gonna have me say it by the end of the show. The way he's coming at me and the way my day been, he's gonna have me like I'm gonna say it. No, let's not do that. Let's not go
Easily.
there.
Damn. All right. So let's get into these Mount Rushmores and mushes. We'll start on the positive side this week. So Mount Rushmore, Jason, what is your Mount Rushmore this week?
The woman in NXT, the tag match in the beginning, Little
That was
George
mine. Yep, that was mine too. So
and Kalani and Kendall Gray. They've been delivering. And say what you will, but Nikita has stepped up. I mean, everybody's asking why
oh,
has she
she
been
has.
cut, but she stepped up. So, and she's just adding to the mix.
I think what's great about Nikita is like she came in and was put in that spot of being one of the next ones,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
And then she missed almost 2 years or two plus years, right? Dude, she blew out both knees back to back, injuries, everything else. But her going to Evolve like completely flipped the script for her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Transformed her.
Yeah, and while she is still cringy at times from a character standpoint, but there's character there.
Hmm.
Where before it was just, a pog with
Yeah.
that throws karate kicks. Now
Yes.
there's something else that's there, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, no, she's been a breath of fresh air in that regards, and yeah, I mean the women again delivered
And
on NXT.
you could point out too, like their mid card division has like 4, 5, 6 stars in it. The main card, 4, 5, 6 stars in it. So they are loaded. They are completely set.
They're always prepared for the next person, next wave.
Yes, they are. Hmm.
And I still like every time I see that, and you look at the depth, and it's like, okay, you lost how many women that got called up that should have been as devastating to your division as the men's call ups were with the talent that left, right? but their depth is so deep on the women's side. Like I just automatically think back to the Unreal episode where Triple H is like, "Hey, these women in NXT are running circles and laps around the guys. Like they get it, and they are showing up and showing out. Like." No doubt.
And the good part is you can see the belt on any one of them, and even the ones who've left, people who should have had a run at the title, you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My question is like, how many of those, usually you get put into a spot where you get a North American run or you get a women's NXT run before you get called up to the main roster. But there's women down there now where it's like, all right, they can come up to the main roster and not have a run in NXT, and I would still find them credible and believable to do something on the main roster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 or 3 of them. Kendall Gray is the first one that sticks out. Like to me, I don't think she's going to need to have a title run in NXT to be up on the main roster doing what she does. Like I think she's going to translate regardless and is good enough in ring bell to bell to be on the main roster right now. It's just the reps and the character and all that she's still green on. But bell to bell in ring wise, she's up there.
Got it.
You can name it NXT roster, Evolve roster, main roster. It don't matter. She's up there bell to bell. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly they move people through and move people up because, for my money's worth, like the women are it right now.
Yes,
we've been saying it about NXT, but even on the main roster, I'm more looking at women's division versus men's division and seeing the depth and where it's going to go. And it's like, oh, this is just going to carry over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That was mine too, but I can come up with another one. Like I'll go down with another one. Rushmore, Mason Brook. I mean, I enjoyed his promo, everything he did on Tuesday. He was like, "Yeah, I'm big in that stuff, but I'm at any weight. You got me.
I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I'm not the best heavyweight. I'm not the best super heavyweight. I'm the best any weight." Oh, there's your T-shirt right there.
Yep.
And what else did he do? Oh, guess who can see him? John Cena. Called that out. I've been telling y'all for weeks. Cena's out there hyping him up as the next best thing to come into the wrestling business.
I mean,
and he hit another moonsault off the top rope.
That's a big way to be doing that outside. And I mean, he hit more mat than people.
But he got right back up.
You
right back up, winning the ring, signed that contract. I'm done.
You put that top rope moonsault to the outside. You put that up there with Charlotte Flair's. Yeah, don't worry, Taquan. I was gonna bring that up in quick hits, but since you want to mention it now, yes, Karrion Kross is out there winning titles everywhere he goes now. So, yeah.
When Matt Cardona walked, Karrion Kross ran with it.
him and Bishop Dwyer, aka Baron Corbin, had a very solid match this past week out on the Indies there. So. Yeah, hashtag we want Kross. Still out there, Taquan. So hate all you want.
Yeah, so Mason Brook, Mount Rushmore.
He's still catching heat online.
He'll show it in the ring.
Hey, at least people talking.
Yeah. That's all you need to do.
Mm-hmm. Same the game. You got people talking. Good or bad, you got people talking.
Did I love everything that look at DJ out there in the DR giving love to the Dumb Marks podcast. Listen, we've been internationally listened to. DJ, our second biggest audience is India. Okay. So this ain't our first rodeo around the globe. But I appreciate you tuning in from the DR out there. We what are we sipping on? We had a little resort, we had the cabana. What are we drinking on right now? And congrats to all your success for going out there and taking a little vacation. way my bank account works right now, that's not happening. But so yeah, no, appreciate you tuning in live out there, no doubt.
Steve, you're Rushmore.
So my Mount Rushmore is actually part of a mush, but I'll save the mush part for my rant of mushes that I'm going to go through. As I mentioned, Kevin Hart shotgunning it at the end of the roast, coming for everybody in the mush. My Mount Rushmore this week was Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater on Impact, 2 out of 3 falls for the X Division Championship. Absolute banger of a match. The only thing that I did not like was, and I've seen this a lot in pro wrestling this week and last week, certain moves need to finish a match. Okay. Darby Allin getting thrown off of the freaking 20-foot fall through 4 tables on Collision, a la New Jack and ECW, that should have ended the match. The release German suplex to catch the hit on Darby Allin, top rope, that should have ended the match. If you hit a Styles Clash off the top rope for a super Styles Clash, that should end the match, bro. You don't kick out of that. It's bad enough we're kicking out of regular Styles Clashes, but you're hitting one from the top rope. Yeah,
Ooh, man.
That should have ended the match.
The trust in that.
Was the show overall good?
On Thursday?
Yeah.
I mean, part of my mush explains the booking around that particular match. But overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. Like, Impact is they're in a lull right now, and it's like you tune in and watch it. Okay, cool. If you don't catch it, okay, cool. Like, nothing is must-see turn on the TV right now. And really, I mean, the only show that did that for me this week, as far as me being thoroughly enjoyed straight through, was Raw.
Yeah, I've been backlogged, so I was going to tune in and watch that after this because couldn't catch up on everything this week.
I mean, I would definitely watch the 2 out of 3 falls match because that was the highlight of the week for me. But from a match standpoint, they absolutely tore it up. And we'll see what comes out of that moving forward because, yeah, like I said, booking is interesting there. But so, yeah, it's the match itself is why it's on my Mount Rushmore. But the stuff that with the finish and then afterwards and everything else, it's like, all right, TNA still TNA.
All right. So those were our Mount Rushmore. So let's get into our mushes. So, Steve, you want me and Jason just to clear out?
No, I'll let you go. I'll let you guys go first, and I'm not saying that to be a conceited, get out of my way and let me do my thing type person. It's just I got a feeling what I'm going to touch on. There'll be shrapnel and strays into your guys' stuff, so we'll let you guys go, and then I'll continue to carry on with what you guys have said because. Yeah, this week more than ever was definitely what 1 beer, what 2 beers, what 3 beers, what. I don't listen. If I'm at a resort internationally, I'll tell you what I'm not drinking: beer. Okay, nah. I'm going up to the various bars around the pool, and I'm going to the local person that's there, and I'm saying, make me your best mixed drink. You know, whether that's that you're making me crazy, whether that's whatever. Like when we was in Barbados, we ended up having a resort drinking stuff that we made up. We seen people walking around with drinks. We're like, yo, what is that? And they told them, like, we just created that drink an hour ago. And they're already slinging them on the resort. But yeah, I'm not drinking beer. I'm not traveling internationally to drink a freaking Budweiser or a Coors Light. Not happening.
You're drinking a Red Stripe.
I will have one just because I'm in Jamaica.
Yeah,
but other than that, no, we're straight liquor all day.
Jason.
I got a couple quick ones. One at Backlash. If I hear that one more time, I might snap. Uh,
Well, get ready to start hearing at Clash. At Clash.
oh
Yeah.
man, that drove my they drove my gears between the promo. They kept on replaying on social media to just people just dropping it, and it was just heavy emphasis on the at.
Yeah.
Killed me.
Taquan is throwing me out there like he does not know. I'm the furthest thing from what he's saying in the comments. Been that way since the 6th grade. It's not going to change.
I forgot the other one. Just automatically just forgot it. But my main one, I'm gonna have to go with Soul and Io. The other one was the segments. The segments just didn't hit for me at all. They were just talk, and nothing nothing fell for me. But Io and Soul, it just felt like a dry run. It felt like you could see Soul down, you could see Io down. It just felt like practice, and it didn't hit for me. And it could have been, if that was on NXT, I think that would have been a banger of a match. So I don't know if they dialed it down because they're on the main show or it's just Soul getting used to, I guess, the new form.
And you figured out the counter for her Soul Snatcher already.
Yeah,
Like-
Samoa Joe just
Yeah.
turn out the way. It's like that's an interesting booking decision. You're already showing people how to not take the finisher.
Yeah, it was like so early. Like,
So maybe we don't see the Soul Snatcher coming out of places. Am I worried about Soul a couple weeks onto the main roster?
No,
No,
I'm not. No.
I think she's had a strong presence on the mic. Couple iffy spots in the ring as far as botches go and timings off. But hey, listen, like you're coming in and you're working with a whole new crop of talent.
yeah.
So you're not necessarily going to hit on all things with everybody. And I mean, we've seen people on the main roster for years and years. Once they finally touch, it's like, oh, that's what you give me. Like it took 17 matches for FTR and Bucks to actually deliver on something that was worthy of the FTR and Bucks. Like, so
Maybe I was spoiled by her and Bailey because that was a great match.
and again, it can just be not everybody has the chemistry with everybody.
Yeah.
Like it looks great on paper, but when you get out there, and again, it is a TV match as well. So like, how much time are you truly going to give to them to actually let it work and breathe the way that it's supposed to? I believe they had did they have a 2-segment match? I think they had a 2-segment match when I think about it.
I believe so.
But it didn't deliver as far as what I was looking for from them too. So I agree with you there.
And then plus you don't have house shows to, practice reps with somebody you don't
We're
know.
hitters.
We're getting them. There's a summer tour release, so people will get time to work on these summer shows. Which I think that may be the route that they go, where they just do, a summer tour here where they add in extra 10 or 12 shows, road shows for different areas. You'll have your 1 or 2 European tours, so that'll kind of replace the full year worth of house shows, and that'll be where you guys can go and get your work in. But
but Soul would be fine with me. I mean, that's all people burying her on, the internet saying, "Oh, she should have stayed down in NXT. She's just getting buried up here, this and that."
Too long.
All the good people. I mean, but look at AEW when AEW first started. Kenny lost how many matches when they first started? So Kenny was getting buried.
Bro, everybody they bring back, and this you're going to get me started on. But to tie into that, like Brian Cage comes back this week and loses.
Well, look where she's at.
Everybody else that it comes Willow is literally called the comeback killer.
Yeah,
because anybody that comes back and re-debuts again loses to her right out the gate. So it's
the likes of Io and Becky Lynch, and you're still in the IC mix. You're still eyeing that title. So
and to Liv, Liv was
Yeah, Liv was it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Liv. Yeah.
you're in a
All
good spot.
right. My mush is the position that is Seth is in right now. I know he's there building brawn and all that stuff, but he just looks like an extra, like throughout all this stuff, like with the Street Profits, the Vision. He just don't look like he's with the story. And then I don't know if it's my hesitation that him might being injured again because he was always injured. So to me, he just looks out of place right now.
I think the stuff with the Street Profits and all that is them working the character wise to being back on the babyface side of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, you kept screwing people over and you kept doing all this for so long. Like, yeah, no, we're not just going to let you jump right back in and you're numero uno babyface again. Like, nah, you got to earn it with the boys before anything, right? I find his comments after the Backlash post show was the most interesting thing. One of the most interesting things this week, where he's like, I don't need to be that guy. I'm coming up on 40. Like, I'm like, whoa, what are we talking here? Like, I know he does a lot of stuff outside of the WWE bubble, and he's great on Good Morning Football, and he's been great on the Rich Eisen show, hosting that and everything else. So I think Seth, after WWE, has potential to be out there doing other things and be successful at it. He's also mentioned and talked about how he wants to get back into the backstage of behind the WWE with running creative, this and that. And I think even Hunter was one of the ones that put his name around with Cody, Punk, and I want to say maybe was it Roman or somebody else, but he brought off like 4 people that he could see taking his spot as being the head guy in the future. So like, who knows? I mean, do I really buy into any of it? No, but it's just interesting hearing all this talk that Seth is speaking coming out of retirements of AJ and Cena, and now Asuka stepping away for a while. And it's just like, all right,
new crop.
but wrestling, much like sports, it's a young man's game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but Seth can be that guy to put people over and still be Seth.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall into like the Miz category.
Yeah,
Let's put people over, and that's not a slight to Miz, because Miz is terrific in any role you put him in, which is why he's as good as he is, because you can have him go out and do anything on any night, and he'll get the reaction that he needs to get for it. It's just really weird, like you said, Donald, with the placement for Seth right now. Like, you came back from the shoulder injury, Braun was hurt, so you didn't really get the Vision feud that you needed right out the gates. And now, which should have been on WrestleMania, wasn't on WrestleMania, it was on Backlash, and he beat you clean. Like, where do you go from here? You can't have him continue to feud with Braun, because Braun beat him clean. Like, there's nothing there. Where's his get back now?
Yeah.
So
it would drag it out to SummerSlam. Like they always do.
And they kind of teased him and Roman
when they were
like,
looking at each other.
You know, looking at each other backstage and this and that. And so, like, do we go that route for SummerSlam? Because it's 2 nights and that's a big money match, right? But to me, Seth and Roman is more of a Mania thing than it is
the SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, even though we've seen it in Mania. So I don't know what they do there. It's just very interesting time and space right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then I had a quick 1B. The Obafemi thing needs to go. I'm not a fan of it now. I mean, this is starting to look like Ryback situation for me. It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, come out, do the strut, get the fans all wild up and everything like that. Then you know what? Just cut the match. Just strut back to the back room.
So you have an open challenge. After 2 weeks of open challenges, nobody wants to come out. So he just goes in the back and brings 2 people out and then beats 2 people in an open challenge. It's not an open challenge because he had to go back and drag people out to the ring for the open challenge.
Telling Pierce he ain't doing his job. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Somebody said they're gonna start putting money on the line.
I mean, for all this, man, you might as well just start treating him like Brock Lesnar. Like, hey, I'm coming to Raw this week, and you won't see me until 2 months. Just, I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Put this man in a story with somebody, like build him up. I mean, he don't need built up, but still build. I don't know. Steve.
I mean, that's one of the things that ties into this little ISO Joe session that's about to commence here. So let's start with AEW and ROH. AEW. All right. Did they have the little cutesy, let's have a show at a off the wall venue and the aesthetics are cool and everything else and blah blah. I don't need to see Canadian destroyers into a bunker. Okay. You had 1,500 people there. It cost you more to run the show there than what it did. The ratings were down just like they have been consistently since Darby took the title. Guess what? Dynamite ratings were down again, but Darby is supposedly the best wrestler in all of pro wrestling, according to Dave LaGreca right now.
All of his matches have been 5-star matches, like the greatest matches this year so far.
So you have Darby go through his, I told the 25-foot fall through 4 tables, and somehow Pac loses that match. Okay, great. Wednesday night, Darby out there again against Takeshita, and guess what? Oh, he beats Takeshita, which was supposed to be Okada, but Okada had to go to Japan for personal reasons, so they had to take him out. But Darby somehow overcomes everything that is for Takeshita and beats Takeshita after 2 or 3 coffin drops again. But yet I'm supposed to be excited about Takeshita versus Okada at the pay-per-view, even though Takeshita just lost.
Stupid.
Yep.
So just because Darby is being fed all these so quote-unquote top guys and he's beating all of them, that makes him the best pro wrestler in the world? What is Darby actually the best pro wrestler of? Give me a category. Name me a criteria and tell me that he's the best. Is he the best submission wrestler? No. Is he the best technical wrestler? No. Is he the best grappler? No. Is he the best high flyer? No. He's definitely not the best heavyweight. He's definitely not the best lightweight. He's definitely not the best cruiserweight. He's not the best promo. What is Darby Allin the best of? Darby Allin's the best at looking like TK, Tony Khan. Tony Khan looks at Darby and goes, "Oh, you're 5'8". I'm 5'8". You're 145 pounds. I'm 145 pounds. I can now make myself a heavyweight champion in pro wrestling."
Cake or eat up there.
He's at the beer ring. The projection. Yeah, projecting.
The projecting.
Yes.
That's all this is. Sting's one of my favorite wrestlers. Guess what? I'm literally taking Sting's gimmick for my creative pro wrestler, Darby Allin. So then you go into ROH. Supercard of Honor last night. Did anybody know Supercard of Honor was last night? Because I didn't know Supercard of Honor was last night. They had 8 title matches last night. One title changed hands. And the 8th title was Mark Davis, Dunkzilla, bringing the AEW national champion to ROH to defend it. For what? Why? Why? Why is Swerve Strickland attacking Bandito on an ROH pay-per-view? Not only that, but let's just take a look at some of this stuff from ROH last night. Okay? This is run through some of this stuff, right?
You got screens up?
Yeah, we got screens up, bro. We got screens up, bro.
You got tabs, windows, and
Oh yeah, let's go. Zero hour. Guess what? Sammy Guevara and Action Andretti. Oh, Sammy Guevara is on the pre-show. That's awesome. He's on the pre-show to an ROH pay-per-view. But yet Sammy Guevara is getting a title shot against Darby Allin tonight on Collision for the AEW World title. Sammy Guevara has been on AEW Dynamite 5 times since 2025. But he gets a title shot tonight? Oh, okay, cool. Good booking, Tony Khan. Roosh, he was on the pre-show. Oh, okay. Mina Shirakawa was on the pre-show. And Queen Aminata. Let's just absolutely ruin Mina by putting her on the pre-show to the ROH Supercard of Honor. The Rascals, they're on the pre-show. That's amazing. It's amazing. Red Velvet wins her title match. Great. AR Fox beat Leo Rush to Action Andretti, costing Leo Rush and ending the crew officially. Nobody cares about the crew, and Leo Rush is some, I don't know what he's doing type gimmick deal right now. He's all in on it, but hey, let's go. Let's cost somebody. Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, that's right. She's still contracted to AEW and ROH. Haven't seen her in forever, but she won her Pure Women's title match. Lee Moriarty, he wins his Pure title match by beating Ace Austin. Okay, awesome. Oh, guess what? You had 2 Pure title matches and a 3rd Pure wrestling match with Nigel McGuinness against Josh Woods. So you had 3 Pure Rules wrestling matches on 1 pay-per-view. That's tremendous booking. Mark Davis, I don't even know who he wrestled last night. I've never even heard of this person from any Lucha Libre site ever, but he won his title match. The only titles that changed hands last night were Dalton Castle and the Outrunners, who beat Shane Taylor and the Infantry.
I didn't even know these people were still even in wrestling.
But guess what? Not only does Sammy Guevara call out the AEW title match and gets his championship match, Red Velvet, who somehow was jealous and motivated because she got left off of the Owen Hart tournament, she calls out Willow, and now she has an open challenge title match for the TBS title tonight on Collision. What are we doing? What are we doing? And why would I want to tune in to Collision tonight? To watch ROH wrestlers who have not been on AEW TV
get
actual title shots? Sammy versus Darby for an AEW World Heavyweight title was something that could have been cool back in 2021, 2022.
As pillars.
But that's not the most egregious wrestling booking of the week. As I mentioned, my Mount Rushmore for the match was Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander. Great. The booking part of that was horrific. Why are you ending the reign of Leon Slater to have him tied for the most days as X Division champion with Ace Austin? Or not Ace Austin, I'm sorry. Austin Aries. Too many damn Austins in pro wrestling. Austin Aries. Somehow Austin Aries' title run as X Division champion is so upheld that we can't have somebody beat that from the number of days standpoint. Trivia question. Who would even have guessed that Austin Aries was the longest reigning X Division champion of all time?
Not me.
I thought that'd be a name you want to wipe off the board.
Exactly.
Yeah, after we did it at the end.
But no, TNA is going to TNA and do what they do. So they end what could have been a historic moment with Leon Slater becoming the longest reigning X Division champion after having the match of the week and potentially match of the year with Cedric Alexander in a 2 out of 3 falls. But no, we got to have him drop the title to Cedric. To do what? To debut Fabian Eichner. Vinny Vitavici is back in the world of pro wrestling. And this is not a shot to Fabian. I'm happy to see Fabian back. But to immediately have him debut after Leon Slater loses his title and claim his shot at Cedric Alexander, who just won the belt, who's standing in the ring holding up the title while Leon Slater is just laying on his back in the ring. So you took the tying longest reign in X Division history for arguably your brightest star that is going to get poached to WWE when his contract's up, which, hey, maybe now, because why else would you take the belt off of him? But you just have him laying on his back in the middle of the ring on an Impact. But AEW wasn't the most egregious thing, and ROH wasn't the most egregious thing, and doing that to Leon Slater was the most egregious thing as far as pro wrestling this week. Nah, to be stumped by all that and hold my beers goes to SmackDown last night. You give the first 30 minutes to Trick. Hey, Trick, you're from South Carolina. Everything else, go out there. You get 30, 35 minutes of the show. What did that do for anybody? Nothing. There was nothing on that show that did anything for anybody. Gunther and Royce Keys are fighting over a pen to sign a piece of paper to face Cody Rhodes. That's how you got to your main event last night.
Hey, look, I like how that played out, but it was just, it's still, yeah.
And I enjoyed the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then you have your babyface, your QB1, do what? Be a heel. Homelander shows up at the end of the match and hits Gunther with a crossroads. You go off the air with the champ standing tall. Danhausen is still back in the clone machine world. He's planning on cloning another mystery house, and this one's going to be bigger, better, biggest of all time. Sami Zayn's talking to a catatonic Johnny Gargano laying on a table. Jay Cargill is leading a promo segment to set up a match with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss against the baddies. Why?
You're off the mind.
Jay Cargill on the mic in AEW, great. Jay Cargill and WWE on the mic, terrible.
Bums.
Paige and Brie Bella look like relics and should not be your champions anymore.
Oh, they were so slow.
Yeah.
Man.
The only bright spot was Chelsea coming back.
That's like where all the bad entertainment goes, is the SmackDown.
And this whole, we're going to 2 hours. We're going to 2 hours, and it's going to somehow be better. And that's why we had roster cuts and everything else and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Stick it.
As you can see, it wasn't Road Dogg's fault.
No, it wasn't. SmackDown somehow was worse than all the other things that I just rattled off.
At some point, it became background noise.
I have no reason to tune in to SmackDown any longer, and I'm not going to. What are you doing with anybody on SmackDown? Mello and Starks had a decent match.
Yeah.
Hey, Mello, welcome back. The biggest heat magnet of your entire show on SmackDown was a video package last night. Why not continue to run Fatal Influence out there? And we still don't know if Gunther officially a part of SmackDown or not. But now we got Cody versus Gunther in the first time ever, and blah 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 blah. What are you going to do? How are you going to have Homelander win that one?
Many tried.
Make him tap.
So you're going to have Cody be the guy to end Gunther after Gunther just retired John Cena and AJ Styles, and that's the rub for Cody.
What do you say? Easy to find.
He's been saying that for a month, and the audience still isn't finishing the damn catchphrase.
Should be killed. It should be killed, but it'll come off much better.
Was he Steven Seagal?
Hard to kill.
There is just an awful lack of creativity when it comes to SmackDown.
Whatever cycle they got Soto in, let him out.
So now you got Royce Keys battling Solo in the MFT. Not MFTs because everybody in the MFTs got released. Damian Priest and Tala Tonga of last night. Man, you want to talk about hearing a fart in church. I could have sworn I heard snoring through my TV from the audience members.
Just throwing people out there. Just throw people out there. They're back in Gorilla. Like, what should I do? Make it up.
You got the MFTs and so many mixes and still doing nothing.
Yeah. The three of them.
It just was like
damn Taquan.
It was just terrible. So yeah, there's my mush rant.
Mush is
Of rants. It had me opening up screens and tabs and everything else, bro.
When I heard the clicking, was like, okay, this is serious.
Like I don't believe it. Don't believe it. Like, what are we doing?
All right,
But
so,
hey, MJF versus Darby is hair versus title.
Let me just have a hair match. We just had hair.
I hate those stipulations because you know it's gonna go like which way it's gonna go. It's like, come on now, be creative, be creative.
Oh, and everybody had open challenges. This is not just WWE thing.
Yeah.
Everything was open challenges. As the Outrunners and Don Castle won their match because of an open challenge. Everybody's doing open challenges. So those unions that want to come after WWE, guess what? Boy, Tony Khan's out there. Open challenges. But hey, we got the brackets for the Owen. So let's, yay. Yay. That leads to a title shot. Guess what? Look at the bracket on the men's side. You want to talk about predictability and knowing exactly what's going to happen and where it's going to go?
I didn't even see it.
Might as well just fast forward to having Will Ospreay in all out or all in, whichever one they're running in London.
It's going to be Ospreay and Swerve. For the
here we go. For the home number one contender.
Yep.
So please, somebody tell me what Darby Allin is the best of. He's the best at losing viewers.
That's the main question.
They were down again. Darby Allin, the best pro wrestler in wrestling right now.
I've seen somebody.
I can't believe Dave LaGreca said that.
I see somebody comparing his collision match against Danhausen. And they was like, here's the point. You're comparing the main event scene of AEW.
All right. So those were our Mount Rushmores and our mushes. Please hit up the show and tell us your Mount Rushmore and mush for the week. All right, let's get into this game.
I do have a quick hitter that'll be a mush as well. So we gotta wait for the upload. This is terrible.
Chris would never.
Never. Never.
All right, the 20 greatest WWE superstars of all time. This was
short tack one. Sure you're a Karrion Kross fan. Yeah, okay.
This was a thing made by Sports Illustrated. So just to run them off real quick: 20 Becky Lynch, 19 Mick Foley, 18 Chris Jericho, 17 CM Punk, 16 Andre the Giant, 15.
You know we can see the list, right?
For the listeners.
Oh, the audio listeners. Okay,
Yeah, the audio
Spotify.
listeners.
Once we get that up.
We get that out. Got
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
16 Andre, 15 Randy Orton, 14 Edge, 13 Roddy Piper, 12 Kurt Angle, 11 Randy Savage, 10 Bruno Sammartino, 9 Bret Hart, 8 Shawn Michaels, 7 Triple H, 6 Undertaker, 5 Roman Reigns, 4 John Cena, 3 The Rock, 2 Hulk Hogan, and 1 Stone Cold.
And we don't have any criteria for this list. We have no idea what was utilized to develop this list. This is just the list that we got per Sports Illustrated. And when did Sports Illustrated become, pro wrestling?
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's into wrestling right now. Everybody. Seems like every streamer I've seen before is now into pro wrestling.
Probably because the ESPN deal. So
change the whole algorithm, whole style up. Never mentioned wrestling a day in their life. Now everybody's a wrestling fan. Everybody was at WrestleMania.
Hey, Taquan, Chris ain't here, so I gotta get a shot in every now and again where I can. I mean, I don't feel right burying somebody that's not on the show on a weekly basis.
The key is it's up. That's what it is.
Becky Lynch, they have Becky Lynch as the greatest female.
Yep,
and the only one to make it on this list. Okay.
I know we talk bad about him all the time and all that stuff, but to me, Hogan should be one. Hogan bought in everything. Without Hogan trailblazing what he did, Stone Cold wouldn't be able to run.
I agree. Triple H is too high.
Shawn Michaels should be above Triple H.
That's good.
That right there.
Bret Hart is too high.
No, he's not. Don't do that, Bret Hart. Don't do that, Bret Hart hate.
Savage is too low for me.
I agree. Roman at 5 is it's kind of the same case for Cena at 4.
I mean, you got Roman and Becky is the only 2 active wrestlers. Well, CM Punk too. Sorry, 3. Jericho don't count because he's not in WWE.
Yeah,
you get Orton up there.
4 or 5. Okay.
When you see him, whenever he's. You got to remember they're saying superstars, so.
Yeah, not wrestlers.
Not wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, superstars of all time, when you factor in the entertainment aspect and everything else, Hogan, Austin, 1, 2 for sure.
Is there anybody omitted?
That's what I'm trying to look at. I'm not necessarily thinking of people on this list, but who may be omitted that's not.
Would you put Flair on this list? Even though most of his time was built outside of WWE.
But the time he was in here in the beginning, the early 90s.
He only had that, it was a quick year run,
like a
year
year
and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back. I mean, when he came back, he wasn't Flair, but he still had how many years? I don't see how you don't have Flair up here.
Yeah, just for that little bit of time, what he put in was good. I enjoyed it. Just saying, I got the pictures of Elizabeth and a tear in my eye. It's good enough for me.
I feel you got a slide Trish in here somewhere.
The Trish comment I'll circle back to with the quick hitter that I have. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. Trish Lita, China. I mean, superstar. You're thinking like crossover appeal. You're thinking everything, entertainer, all that. Like,
I'd have Kane on this list somewhere.
No.
Top
20. No.
I'd have Kane.
No. I put Jake Roberts over Kane. I put Mr. Perfect over Kane. I'd put
you're putting wrestlers over Kane.
No, superstars
over Kane. Kane is a superstar.
Put the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase over Kane.
Fuck no.
Would you put Brock Lesnar in this list?
Yeah. And I mean, if you were doing superstars, like, it's not wrestlers. So, like, where's Paul Heyman? Where's Bobby Heenan? Where, like,
they were accessories to superstars.
Where's Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah.
Everybody got to start putting out their criteria for the list when they making top 10.
Yeah, you can't.
Any list.
Names up. Like anybody can put names on a list, but what is your criteria?
What you based it
on?
On?
Use to build your list, because without that, I mean, this is so subjective when it comes to naming names. Like, you can't just. I mean, obviously you can because they did it, but at the same time, like,
it's Sports Illustrated. I'm sure they just did it without criteria.
For them, stick to the swimsuit issue.
I mean, you don't have your QB1 on this list.
Yeah.
Don't have QB1 on this list.
He don't have enough time. He don't have enough time underneath.
Where's Seth? Like, Charlotte's 14-time women's champion. She's not on this list.
And a true baby face now.
Your favorite female wrestler is not on this list. And she's the GOAT, ain't she?
No, Becky's on there. See, everybody says it. Sports Illustrated says it. Everybody, obviously.
She's on it.
I mean, look, top 4, I don't have an issue with top 4. Looking throughout the history of WWE from a superstar perspective, it's kind of hard to get any of those top 4 off of the top 4 list.
Yes.
How you rank them and order them is going to be different, but yeah, it's very hard to get those top 4 names off the list.
I feel like the rest is just big names out of a hat.
We're pulling from this era. Roddy Piper. Yeah. We're pulling from this era. Chris Jericho. Yeah.
Maybe we should do a top 10 of jobbers list and just, Brooklyn Brawler.
He's number one. Regardless.
Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, let's get a list of jobbers out there.
All right.
I don't know, man. It's kind of like,
let's make a fatal four-way of jobbers and throw it in AI. See who loses.
there we go. I mean, you got Hogan, Bruno, and Andre, and Savage, Piper. So 5 out of the 20. Yeah, I mean, everybody else is Attitude Era and onwards for the most part.
Honky Tonk Man had a gold record. He ain't on it.
He was the longest reigning IC champ for how long?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is again, shuffle the deck how you want, but I think if you're just taking it superstar perspective, it's kind of hard to get those top 4 out of the top 4 spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Roman's still active, so it'll take years down the line to see where he falls at. For me. All right. Hit the show up and tell us what you think about this list. The 20 greatest WWE superstars of all time. Any quick hitters before we leave?
On my Jacob Fatu run. So I'm catching up on everything I missed. So I got to watch the main event of Backlash and then the main event of Monday night. So
that's another what are you doing? Where are you going? Like
it looks everywhere.
Yeah. I did have some saved off.
The Owen, as I mentioned, the brackets were revealed for the men and women. For some reason, I don't have the women's here. I just have the men's. But Samoa Joe versus Ospreay, Mark Davis versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Brody King versus Claudio, and Bandito versus Swerve. So again, as you can see,
yep.
The women's is Persephone versus Hazakui, Willow Nightingale versus Alex Windsor, Mina Shafir versus Athena, and Sky Blue versus Suri. So we're getting Athena versus Willow.
And you got Marina Shafir taking another loss. It seems like that's all she does.
I know they're very high on Persephone, so you may see her versus Athena. But if Athena's not in the finals, she takes another L early as the forever ROH champion. What are we doing? Sticking with AEW, a couple quick hitters from both of them. AEW, my AEW is now available on Roku and Roku TV. And it's also available on connected TV devices, including Apple TV, Fire TV, and Android TV. So you can head on over to my AEW to sign up for a free account and start streaming today. I have the Roku, so I may do that. And also, AEW sues Triller for $5 million in overdue payments. So, yeah. Well, interesting news going around AEW right now with suing former streaming providers, the My AEW, whether or not they'll be on TV coming up here after next year. Like, just a whole lot going on there in that regards. I do have a deeper dive topic, but I'll save it based on Kevin Nash's comments. But one thing that I did want to bring up, which was also going to be a mush of the week. And Jay, this will tie into the Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus, as you just said. Ronda Rousey's fighting Gina Carano tonight on Netflix. So I will be tuning in just because we'll see what goes on. But Ronda Rousey said this week, I am very aware that women are headlining WWE because of me. So Ronda is taking credit for the women main eventing as much as they do in WWE because of her. Now, this is very, very, very interesting conversation to have because do I think the women headline WrestleMania without Ronda Rousey? No.
No, not at that time. No.
Do I think like they're hitting Raw because of Trish? SmackDown? No.
I
think you give that accolade to Becky or Bailey and Sasha.
I mean, Bailey and Sasha headline and main evented first before Ronda was even in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha and Bianca headlined Mania. For Ronda Rousey to take credit as being the one, the catalyst, the individual solely responsible for women headlining in WWE is crazy talk.
For PLE, I'd give her that. For everyday Raw SmackDown, no.
I just give her that WrestleMania and that's it.
Mm.
That's all. That's all the credit I'm giving her. Just for that WrestleMania.
I mean, she was the Tyson equivalent from a female's perspective. From that outsider that had credibility that showed up in the pro wrestling. But she's not the one that gets to take sole credit for it.
But then again, it was just name, not in ring.
That's what I mean. Like her name, her cachet was Tyson. Like it was Tyson from a female perspective, right? Like she was
Tyson-esque.
Tyson was the boxing world heavyweight champion. Everybody was Tyson, baddest man on the planet. Everything else. Ronda Rousey, UFC Women's Champion, baddest woman on the planet, the whole 9 yards until she got her head knocked off by Holly Holm. But like all of that was the mystique and the aura surrounding Ronda Rousey. So then you get in there and you have Kurt Angle and Triple H and all that throw her out there, and she has this WrestleMania match that it's like, holy shit, Ronda's amazing. And you have her out there with Becky and Charlotte, and it's like Becky and Charlotte, two of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Becky's just top 20. Charlotte, for as much hate as I give her, is one of the best. And the story and the build and everything else, and it's like, all right, did your name have enough cachet to carry that to make you the main event? Yes. Would it have been a main event if it was just you versus Charlotte or you versus Becky? I don't know.
No. Plus title for title.
And by the way,
I think Becky was carrying that whole story.
Yeah, who won the match? Who came out of that? We got Becky 2 belts. So you didn't even go over in the match that you allegedly take credit for being the reason why they were the main event and the headlining going forward. I mean, leading up to it, wasn't she more famous for having Charlotte Flair kicking the police car window on her while she was in the back seat? There is credit for Ronda Rousey being Ronda Rousey and getting them over the finish line to main event a Mania.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give you that. But you and you alone was not the reason.
Yeah, no.
The women were already on that trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
You had women there that could main event and main evented after you. So you giving full credit to yourself for headlining is just crazy. So
Continue doing Netflix fights because you're just nothing but like a Jake Paul type person now. Just
and that's the whole.
doing it for the clicks.
I'm literally tuning in tonight to see what this looks like because it is either going to be fantastic or it is going to be an absolute shit show. Because you got fighters that are way past their prime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
going out there.
You don't see the women do it often. You see the men always jump in there and embarrass themselves.
Which promotion is this? I was watching the weigh-in and I had no idea like who's promoting it or.
It's Jake Paul and
Jake Paul stuff.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but
Sideshow. That's what it is.
I mean, do I want to see Nate Diaz fight against? No. Francis Ngannou? Okay, yeah, but who's he fighting? You have name value in Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey. This fight would have been great 8 to 10 years ago. But now, like, that's your main event tonight. Cool. Is it going to do numbers and buy rates and everything else for Netflix? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We've seen that with Paul versus Tyson. But I think this is like making Ronda's head way too big. Oh, yeah, Tony Khan, great job having her jump over the apron and stand in the ring to not be ever mentioned or seen of again.
I forgot about that.
So did everybody else. But continue, please, booking your creator pro wrestler as yourself.
The projection.
Yeah, so everybody coming at me in my mentions this week, I still have yet to see anybody tell me what Darby Allin is the best stuff. And why this is great booking.
Getting you to believe.
Steve's a non-believer. The House of Pain.
Oh, Darby's the best at getting his ass whooped.
And coming back. Persevering. There it is. Persevering.
He's the best at perseverance.
There you go.
He has heart.
There you go.
He has determination. Come on, bro. There are 9 moves in every single one of these matches to where Darby Allin is not realistically kicking out of a 2 count, and he does anyways.
Yes.
He's Martia, the Planeteers. Heart.
I mean, he literally should have died on Saturday night the way Pac threw him off of that freaking stage or whatever they were at in the crowd, the second level, because he missed the first 2 tables and barely hit the second 2. And the way he hit the second 2, it looked like Michael's back hitting off of the coffin against Taker in the casket match. Like, it looked like he was literally dead. Somehow I can get back in the ring and win the match.
This is what they want.
All right. And with that, thank you for listening and watching episode 291, Hole in One of the Dumb Marks Podcast. Follow us on all of our socials at Dumb Marks Pod. Hit up our webpage, www.dumbmarkspod. On the site, Surfshark, WWE, Pro Wrestling Tees, and always like, listen, and follow us on Spotify. And for our quote of the week,
Hold on, before you do that, make sure you send in your VHS audition tapes to 123 Parts Unknown Avenue. We will be watching those and providing callbacks shortly.
Real quick, my niece has a party going on today. She asked me for a camcorder, or she asked me for a vintage camera, and I'm thinking like the old video cameras you can record on 30 or 8mm or whatever. So my grandma had a couple of those. I'm like, she sends it where she's like, okay, vintage. We got something that needs to work. She was like, yeah. I'm like, oh damn. So she sends me over what she needs. And she sends me handy cams. I'm like, hold on, handy cams ain't vintage. No. I got one. Handy cams ain't vintage. I go down and dust off my handy cam, and I open it up, play with it. I'm looking for like the SD card. SD cards too expensive back then. I had to use the VHS tape. I was like, yeah, it's vintage. Let me go ahead. Yeah, we old now.
Sorry, my daughter went through that phase with the Polaroids.
Uh-huh.
From the Polaroid camera. That he got that. And that was cool until it was like you pay $45 for 8 Polaroids. And I'm like, I'm not buying $45 for the film for you to get 8 pictures. And they're like 2x3 too. They weren't even the full size.
Full size.
Polaroids. Yeah,
You
no.
still in your locker and stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The ones where you can't even write the title of the picture underneath. You know, that little border.
No, you just got to put the date, 87. It was like, what was this? Where were we in 87? Just, hey, it was 87. We don't know. Look at the picture. It'll tell you where you at.
So if you need a camcorder to film your audition reel, hit me up.
So the positive quote this week: if you have enemies, that means you actually stood up for something. So with that,
or you could just be like Taekwon and come on a podcast.
just get hated. Get off. And with that, until then, we'll catch you next week. And as always, konnichiwa, Saikal Matami, and Kairi Say.